Hello, friends. It's the Cinemondo podcast.
What's happening?
I don't know. What's happening with you? What do we have today? What's going on? Why are we here?
We get a lot of requests for this one. It was a little bit late because we have so many things in the queue that they end up backing up. But
yes,
we're looking at Paraak. It's a Kannada film. It's starring SRIIMURALI. It's a new, gritty, violent world, keeping the story largely under wraps. We don't really know what it's about, but this is a teaser. So we'll see if we get any story detail in here. But I always like Kannada films. They always bring a little extra grit, a little extra something. You know, KGF is a good example of that.
Yes.
Director is Halesh Kogund. I say that with such little confidence because I can't pronounce anything.
Correct us in the comments. Write it out.
Yeah, it is nice to hear how it's actually said. You know, because we're still having. I can't even speak English, let alone.
I know. I have trouble with my own language.
Let's take a look at this teaser, see what's going on, and then we'll talk about what we think the story's trying to tell us. We try and go into these kind of cold so that we won't know. I want the story to come through the marketing materials, I'll say. And we have some posters afterwards that might help. So stay tuned for those.
But if we can't tell what it's about from the teaser or the trailer, then we just make up our own story.
And we don't pronounce anything correctly.
Right.
That's right.
Are we ready?
Yes.
And hold the work.
Bye. Okay. What? Whoa. Interesting.
Wow. Lots of smoking.
Wow, what is happening? Wow. People eating. Oblivious. Wow.
Go.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, they can all hear it.
Everybody's got a cigarette.
I know, that was funny. Oh, and he's got an axe. What? Oh. Jeez.
In a resi, I'm swinging the light of your eyes, snapping Adobe's melody to my ears. Animate the charge from right or strong jabs, or you're trapped in my way. This ain't your best day. Hurting through your trash and no gaps and no massacre. And your weapons are turning against you. Won't want to gonna be an issue. These hammers ain't gonna miss you. Locked in my process, I sure got a couple red bodies lying still under my foot. Both the ghosts, unholy on earth. By dirt, the few we won't never stop, not until it's done. And I scream Paraak.
Soon. That was that looked like more like a short film production than actually like a trailer almost. Like that was
It
that
looked
was
like
kind of
somebody's fight choreography reel. You know what I mean? Like it was fight. It had that sort of left to right fight choreography thing, and then the fight in the room, and lots of breaking, punching, knocking, hitting, that kind of stuff. It
fighting.
was, the
I'm
choreography.
looking at there's that. And then but I like that kind of the stylistic quality of it, like especially in the beginning when they had kind of the hazy blurs and then the kind of turquoise lighting, and you weren't sure like one guy was in one room, the other guy's in the other room, and they're kind of almost glitching in and out of reality. Like I was trying to figure that out because it showed him on the bed and then it showed him in a different outfit and they're kind of back and forth. So it was kind of interesting to see like what does that mean? And I also liked the use of music where they brought in like everything was kind of happening, but once he put on that one song and everybody kind of whoop, that's like when all hell broke loose. Like, and I like how the action was kind of choreographed to the song, and it seemed like the song was the impetus to everything. And I want more information if you guys out there, what was the song? It's probably a classic song, maybe from another movie. So I want to know the significance of like what that song means, because that seemed like kind of the reason for this reaction that was happening. And he didn't even really look he was that interested in saving the other guy in the other room. It was more like he just had to take out this gang. So I don't know. I thought it was interesting to see we had 2 rooms and a room in between. So we had 2 separate pieces of action happening. So I like that sort of setup and how they just kind of went, he's sort of cleaning up his way through toward the other room, but it looked like the other guy was still being tortured. And I couldn't tell, is it the same guy? Because it seemed like there was some, maybe I'm giving it too much credit, almost some reality disparity. Like he's in 2 different places at once or something. I don't know.
They were still beating him up at the end when they were doing that room to room thing.
Yeah.
And when they brought him in, he had the boombox around his neck, right? He had and then it's almost like that's some way to invoke some sort of mystical savior hero.
Yeah.
And it seemed to me to be a little bit kind of like this magical thing. Like whenever you have the overhead camera that floats through the rooms like that, like the Minority Report scene and scenes where you're sort of breaking the roof of the set, where you have that ceiling fan that seems to be suspended from nothing, and you're floating almost like a ghost above. It's kind of like the ending of Taxi Driver, where you feel like after that whole massacre, the camera rises up almost like a ghost, like your body leaving your spirit leaving your body, and then you're looking down on the carnage, and it's kind of that kind of vibe where the camera goes up into the rafters and is looking down. There's another movie called Enter the Void that did that idea too, where somebody dies and their spirit leaves their body and goes up above the ceiling and is looking down and floating. And it to me implies some kind of supernatural above, and then when they play that song, it's almost like all those guys smoking cigarettes, like they knew what that song was.
And
they recognized it for something that's like, oh, this is heavy. And then suddenly there's this big, side to side kind of choreography fight going through with the axe and all that kind of thing. Like he was trying to go through those rooms to get to the room where the guy is got the bag over his head.
But I also liked like it was a boombox. And that was kind of interesting with like a tape in it. And it felt very old. And I liked the action was pretty grounded. I mean, it was him against a bunch of people, but we didn't have a ton of like slow motion flying through the air, just a little bit. But he was taking everybody out, but small weapons. It's like, guys just, gritty, kind of normal clothes. He had that cool jacket with the skulls on it. But
he's got the skulls down the back.
I know that was kind of cool. Where did the jacket come from? He didn't have a shirt on or anything. But I think it was kind of interesting just to see that super grounded weird thing. It looked like almost something shot within the film, a film within a film, because it was just so bookended and perfect in some depiction. We didn't see a bunch of clips. We didn't see a bunch of like this or that. Oh, this is this star. This is that star. It's mostly just kind of reveals. You saw a little tiny storyline, and that was that. So that was I thought it was a really good teaser because it looked very stylized. It looked like they spent some time making it look really cool, and it was just for the teaser.
So it's basically showing you here's a fight scene from the movie. Here's a this violent scene where they're stitching a guy up and all this horrible poking hook needles into skin and all that. It's like something terrible going on.
A wound. I don't know if that was to himself so he could go out there and fight. I don't know, but very intriguing. I don't know. It looked pretty cool. So we have a poster. He's outside the room. What is he carrying?
Does it look like he's going up to heaven or something? It's like he's carrying armor. Is that like ancient armor?
Breastplate.
Yeah.
The hell is going on?
Like, is he reincarnated? Is this one of those films where he's a reincarnated warrior from the past? And
oh, that's an interesting idea.
He's walking back into his up into the heavens.
And I don't know what Paraak means either. So we have this other little. So that one looks like. I like how they're kind of illustrated looking too, like old fashioned. Yeah. Because it seems like the show is back in kind of time too. I'm assuming from the music, and then they had the cool modern music kind of broke in, but it seemed like it kind of came and went. Like it was almost. That's why I was getting like time differences. Right. Like is he like so? A lot of intriguing stuff happening here, but here we have more of a skull, like second read skull.
Yeah.
Then we have the battles up there that look like from another time. Like there's definitely some weird shit going on in this movie.
Yeah.
What it is. It looks very intriguing though. I wish we knew more. There's not
the teaser has done what it's supposed to do. It's teased us about what this movie is about or what kind of movie it is. I mean,
yeah, it's almost like they brought the guy in the other room for him and he had to go get him. I don't know. Or is he rescuing him? I don't know. It was weird. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. And what
you guys have any theories?
You have to realize, when you make a film like this, the people don't just, why don't we have the camera go up above a set that's built like these entire sets that we're going to build, and let's go up above, because that's really, really difficult. And if you don't have a good reason to do that, your producer is going to say, I'm not paying for that. And
like, too expensive. It'll take too long, and we got to get everybody in place, and nobody can screw up because it's one shot.
Yeah.
so intense.
There has to be some reason for that overhead view. And I was looking at it thinking, what is this? What is the story reason for this?
Yeah. What is it?
Yeah.
It's intriguing. So it did its job. If you guys have any other information about what this is about, what it could mean, the significance of the song, I'd like to know that. There's lots of cool little like breadcrumbs, I think, that they're giving us that I don't quite understand. So I'm intrigued though. I want to see this movie. It looks
breadcrumbs and cigarettes. Yeah.
Lots of cigarettes.
Yeah.
There's always lots of cigarettes.
It's like the name of
I love how they
turn
the
70s.
And they all have the cigarette.
Yeah, they're all like
funny.
all got the cigarette going, and that room must reek.
Oh my God, they're all gonna die of lung cancer for sure. But anyway, or from an axe, one or the other. They're not gonna live long, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, let us know in the comments what you think of this teaser, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye
everybody.